Hello, boils and ghouls. To anyone out there listening in that great big melting pot of torture and punishment, I say, welcome. If this isn't your first rodeo, well, I'd advise you to check your surroundings. Anywho, to the seasoned listener I say, welcome back. I'm your devilishly handsome disc jockey of the damned, DJ SHRIEKZ, here to bring you round-the-clock candy for your putrid ear holes. Because even though you're damned to a fate worse than death, that doesn't mean you can't rock out in the meantime. Am I right? Of course I'm right. And to prove it, my next track, and for some of you, my first, is a little ditty you may have heard back in your early years. This one is called the Hearse Song by a little group called Brillick. Enjoy.
Do you ever think as a hearse goes by that you may be the next to die? They wrap you up in a big white sheet from your head down to your feet. They put you in a big black box and cover you up with dirty rocks. It all goes well for about a week, and then your coffin begins to leak. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle on your snout. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose, they eat the jelly between your toes. Be merry, my friend, be merry. Be merry, my friend, be merry. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. Be merry, my friend, be merry. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. Be merry, my friend, be merry. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. Be merry, my friend, be merry. The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. Be merry, my friend, be merry.
Ah, yes. Be merry, my children of darkness. Be merry. After all, what's not to be merry about? Boiling temperatures and rivers of blood aside, at least we're not in Detroit. Oh, and it seems like the annual Nightmare Fishing Tournament is underway. A great big good luck to all the competitors out there on the Bloodbath Bay right now, fighting for their chance to return to the land of the living. This next track is dedicated to those brave souls. After all, you wouldn't catch my decaying ass out on the water. Never know what you might snag on the other end of the line.
We'll never get out of this place alive. These walls keep closing in. Practice chains and blather. Bubbling, I think I'd lather. Walk for ribs and broke noses, plug dumb mouths like hoses, scared of all the naughty noses, poking into our daydreams.
While in the distance listening, that wall of bones it holds our tongues and scared of all the taste but rows of heads that speak to you and me. That sign, Rivolta Silenziosa. These walls keep closing in. Where do we begin? Our dismantling. We call it all to sing. These walls keep closing in. Where do we begin? Our dismantling. We call it all to sing. These walls keep closing in. Where do we begin? Our dismantling. Call it all to sing. These walls keep closing in. Where do we begin? Our dismantling. Call it all to sing.
La da 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 da. These walls keep closing in. Oh, where do we be? Oh, is it over already? Well, wasn't that a catchy little number? This next arcane piece of dreck comes to you from the group known as the Scarring Party. And despite the meaning within, we've got plenty of room. So tell your friends.
She's got spot boots and corner slime, silver spoon with a razor edge, veins as fine as rabbit hair, blood runs cold as gravel there, wears derby hat and a black coat, hands on the stern of a capsized boat, the world washed, love with sin, cries out through a fang-line grin, there's no more room in hell, boys, no more room in hell. Ain't a plot of ground to keep a dead man down, there's no more room in hell. There's no more room in hell, boys, no more room in hell. Souls we keep while the devil sleeps, but there's no more room in hell. Paddle across the sea of ash, sweat and blood in outstretched hands. My eyes met with others there. Some were strangers, others friends, drowned others' jaws. Reached that pole, savior in the black peak home. Marrow fair, hand wrung my wrist, leaned to an ear and whispered this: there's no more room in hell, boys, no more room in hell. Ain't a plot of ground to keep a dead man down, there's no more room in hell. There's no more room in hell, boys, no more room in hell. Souls we keep while the devil sleeps, but there's no more room in hell.
Ah, now wasn't that jovial? DJ SHRIEKZ here, bringing you the best beats this side of the divide. Keep it tuned for the latest yet somehow most repetitive tracks on the airwaves. This side of a pulse, that is. In a related note, I've just been handed an update here at the studio regarding this year's annual Nightmare Fishing Tournament. Apparently, it's being described as a jerk on one end of the line, waiting for a jerk at the other end.
I once had a dream that you climbed a fence and you tore out your ligaments right in my presence. Oh. And with your bloody arm you attracted flies with the stinging kind of innocence you only feel in lies. Oh, yeah. As I covered my lips with the taste of a clock to just as you blew me your last kiss. You finished me off with a rag and a cough as you continue with the words as you shake and lurch with your lily white fingers that your tears use for a perch. I once had to freeze all the dropped off limbs of the cold and spiny liquefied remains of all my closest friends.
How's that for a big finish? DJ SHRIEKZ here, checking in on all my lovely rotting diehards out there in La La Land. This next bit goes all the way up to the big man upstairs. I'm sure many of you share the same sentiments. This one's called Hey God.
Comes here. From time to time, he buys a beer. I don't know why he comes here. Suppose he's got problems or something, he wants to disappear. He hates his life, he hates his job. He hates his wife, he even hates his dog. I don't know why he hates his dog. Maybe he's dyslexic or something and got it mixed up with God. He hates everything that he has become. He hates everything that he hasn't done. But now I know why he comes here. He don't say nothing, man. He shouts it loud and clear. He says, hey God, don't you worry about me. I'm doing fine without your generosity. You get such a kick out of my tragedy. I forgot about you, don't you worry about me. I know this girl, she works here. She's always high, but her mind stays clear. I don't know why she's working here. You know, she's got a degree in economics or something. She's getting it out for $2 a pop. The old men gather round and stare at her lot. I don't know why she works here. Suppose all those $2 they keep her cherry ready to pop. She says she got debts that she's paying off, but I know deep down it secretly gets her off. But now I know why she's working here. She don't say nothing, man. She shouts it loud and clear. She says, hey God, don't you worry about me. I'm doing fine without your generosity. You smoked me once around the old apple tree. I forgot about you. Don't you worry about me. Hey God, don't you worry about me. I'm doing fine without your generosity. You get such a kick out of my tragedy. I forgot about you. Don't you worry about me. So this guy, Adam, and this girl, Eve, they decided that they should, get together. Old Adam, well, he's just thinking with his muscle. That girl, Eve, you know, she's just out for the hustle. And old Adam, you know, he turns to Eve, and he says, I'm sick of this guy always bothering me. I want to get out of here, baby. What do you think? And Eve says, sure, honey, buy me a drink. So they sit down, when they have a chat, when they talk about this, when they talk about that. When old Adam says, come on, let's get out of here, honey. When Eve says, sure, baby, show me the money. Ha! Hey, God, don't you worry about me. I'm doing fine without your generosity. You get such a kick out of my tragedy. I forgot about you. Don't you worry about me. Hey God, don't you worry about me. I'm doing fine without your demography. You get such a kick out of my tragedy. I forgot about you. Don't you worry about me.
Quite a set of lungs on that guy, am I right? And from the sounds of 'em, they've seen better days. Better cut back there, big fella. Anywho, this next song is a cautionary tale about a woman who would have done well to get her priorities straight. If you can hear me out there, Dr. Flynn, this one's for you.
Dr. Flynn could have been a very happy wife, taking the hand of a man she'd wanted all her life. Working career came first that year. She wanted respect but she was easy on the eyes and became the boss's pet. Oh, no, no. The choices we make and things we say create the hands of fate. The things she did and words she said drove her man away. She pushed herself, ignored her health, and began to fall apart. Doomed is the soul who ignores their broken heart. Oh, no, no, no. Sometimes you lose it all. She found but too ill and out of faith. She accepts the hand of a lonely old man who only knows her name. Down she fell to a private hell, the middle where no one dreams, where beauty and brains are things she will not need. Oh, no, no.
I'm tired of girls who ignore the world with lies and make-believe. Walk an easy road, but we're cowards' robes when they face eternity.
Oh, no, no, no. Sometimes you lose it all.
We're all gonna fall.
Some people lose it all.
Another bit of good advice from our friends over at the Caravan of Thieves. Some people really do lose it all. Well put. For everyone else, there's still me, your lovable old pal, DJ SHRIEKZ. What's next, I hear you ask? Well, an enigmatic little offering by a group calling themselves Circus Contraption. Here we go.
If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times, my dear, never to fall in love with the man who drinks from the well of despair. I thought from the very start I'd made it quite clear, I fear. Now you're righteously fucked as you swing from a rope at the top of the stairs. If I told you once, I told you twice, I was held in the grip of incurable vice. Lips turning blue like the shade of your eyes, limbs shudder and twitch as you met your demise. You must have looked pretty as you stepped off the chair. Pink satin slippers, how they danced in the air. Your dainty tongue swelled to an alarming degree. Hope you were thinking of me. Hope you were thinking of me. Thinking of me. If I told you twice, I told you 2,000 times, my dear, never to fall in love with the man who's broken beyond all repair. I knew from the very start you'd end up right here, so queer. Now you've left me with naught but a suicide note and a lock of your hair. If I mentioned it once, I mentioned it twice. I was bound in the throes of an earthly device. Radiance bloomed as I lay you to rest. Shadows of moonbeam lighting your breast. Deep in the ground, and the worms demons have their feast. Last you can taste an incurable peace. Now that you're dead and you're finally free, hope you were thinking of me. Hope you were thinking of me, thinking of me. I told you 3,000 times, my dear, never to fall in love with the man who'd draw you into his lair. I'd warned from the very start the end would be rather severe. Now your screams fall like vaporous stones from your mouth into the night air. One time begat twice, then third time's a charm. Disregarded all obvious signs of alarm. Skin milky white as you lie in repose. Tattered dress stained from the blood, I suppose. Soul hollow and vacant, devoid of all light. Your epitaph written on our wedding night. As your muscles were twitching in their final plea. Hope you were thinking of me. Hope you were thinking of me. Thinking of me, thinking of me, thinking of me, always thinking of me, just me.
And I hope all of you are thinking of me, my derelict friends. That is, I, your mysterious friend and voice behind the talkie-talk box, DJ SHRIEKZ. You know, dear listeners, even I get a little down sometimes. I know, hard to believe, isn't it? But it's true. And when I'm feeling a bit blue, that is, in between all the gangrene, I like to shut the blinds, light a few candles in the shape of a pentagram, and put on this next tune, a special little ballad from the band Tragic Tantrum Cabaret. This one's called The Silent.
Oh God, it's so quiet here. The silence is slipping into my head. When monsters are loud, they're really quite delightful. It's a silent thing to get you, so please do watch out. We had a monster ball, they all came out to play. They were dressed to the nines in their scary monster ways. We had guts and tea and liver skin and baby legs and rolled around merrily and spilled our face. God, it was so fun. At the end of the night, we bowed and said goodbye, and they spilled into the night, slithering and creepy. I closed my doors and hid the lights inside into the frightful night. The chandeliers were freaky. Oh, my little toms were freaky. Oh God, what's that? Could it be my little black cat? Could it be my shadow name? Could it be my blinding candlesticks? It's time my body goes to bed. You to den to find your head. The night will soon its deadly games into the realm of the insane. I lift my covers up and I close my little eyes and I listen to the night with its silent screams and cries. I went to sleep and woke to find I was being eaten, which would have been so bad. Except I never gave permission. The silent little demons and their quiet little ways. It's so quiet, it's exciting, it's the the little ones that brave. The big ones will hound you, the loud ones will pound you, but the germs get in you and eat you inside out, inside out, inside out. They'll eat you inside out. Would it be so bad except they eat you inside out, inside out, inside out. They'll eat you inside out, inside out. So bad except they eat you inside out. Which wouldn't be so bad except they don't have supervision. They just get inside you and set upon their mission. Or better than that, they'll get into your veins and seep into your blood. Cheap as cats, the pain. Or better than that, they'll make you go insane if they're lit up on your side. Give it to your brain. Or better than that, your soul will lurch. Or blaze too much and you become their judge.
My friends, let us not forget what brings us all together down here in the first place. I'm of course talking about that wonderfully grotesque and yet philosophically ambiguous thing called evil. Come on, you all know what I'm on about. If it weren't for evil, why, where would any of us be? The answer? Somewhere the fuck else, that's where! Anywho, here's a tribute to that which binds us all together. Join me, DJ SHRIEKZ, as we enjoy an evil night together by the one and only Jill Tracy.
all they dust footprints. Let's while away the hours. Let's spend an evil night together. Let's while away the hours. Let's spend an evil night together. Let's while away the hours. Let's spend an evil night together. No need for cake or flowers. Let's spend an evil night together.
This next one's for all those listeners out there who like to light one up every now and again. The next time you decide to spark one up at the expense of your lungs, be sure to fire up one more for your old pal, DJ SHRIEKZ, the only ghoul this side of the pearly gates, ensuring your eternal torment has a bitchin' soundtrack.
Little baby in the black cavalry, with them long drawn nails, with that long bird's neck, legs like chain link fence, and she's always undermined. Well, at least that's what she cries. Haunted by the roses when you look into her eyes, and she likes to tightrope dance. She says, alone in the room on a piano string, and the horses may be hungry, but they won't eat your hay. Her teacher is Franciscan, and it doesn't know a thing. And if you don't love me, just say so. I'll take all my bills from the coffee table, and I'll run through the streets, run through the snow. One more smoke before I go. Just give me one more smoke before I go. One more smoke before I go. Yes, I go. And one more smoke before I go. One more smoke before I go. She never loved you, didn't she say, on the rainiest day? And it's whoa, 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 down the gallows pole, and you've never understood what she's trying to say. She talks so clear that the words get in the way, and if you don't love me, just say so. I'll take all my bills from the coffee table, and I'll run through the streets, run through the snow. One more smoke before I go. Just give me one more smoke before I go. One more smoke before I go. Yes, I go now. One more smoke before I go. One more smoke before I go. I really mean it. One more smoke before I go. One more smoke before I go. Yes, I go now. One more smoke before I go. One more smoke before I go.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Someone get that guy a lozenge, am I right? I'm no doctor, but even I know when it may be time to cut back on the death sticks. On that note, here's another ditty by a guy who should have called it quits on the Puff Puff Feelgoods a long time ago. Here's Leatherface with Plastic Surgery.
That day you said you sent a letter to me. Never got it anyway. Playing that guilt game, someone to do. Now I lie awake with tequila sunrise, feeling like shit, surprise, surprise, by your lack of impiety. There's really never been A daydream didn't leave me smiling. And as I get old, all I say makes less sense to me. There's really never been a daydream didn't leave me smiling. Never been a dream with dream left me for him. There's something plastic surgery about this thing called a CD. Something status quo about a rolled up £1 note. There's something a bit false teeth, you say. You never brush them anyway. There's something credit note about the age that you can vote. That day you said you sent a letter to me. I think I got it, but I threw it away. Something squeaky clean that makes me. There's really never been a daydream didn't leave me smiling. And as I get old, all I say makes less sense to me. There's really never been a daydream didn't leave me smiling. It's never been a dream, more than a dream. With me forever.
Contrary to what you just heard, I sometimes play good music on this station. Don't believe me? Dropping another beat from my pals over at the Caravan of Thieves. Take it away, boys. And ghoul.
Singing in the slaughterhouse, skinny silhouette with a clarinet.
Seducing with a strychnine smile, sucking into display, what a shame.
60-something suicides on 6 feet underground. Somehow they're alone, what a smorgasbord. I know it's rude to stare, but your eyes, they mesmerize me, and your tail moves so gracefully. I know it's sad to lose, but your kisses are so potent that I'm lying here with no breath left to use.
Sitting in a stack of skulls, the have-nots and the weak have become antiques.
Strangling the stratosphere, Siberia to Spain, such a silly game for you. Shallow dens with sidewalk endless slipping through the sand. Somehow we would faint by a rattlesnake. I know it's rude to stare, but your eyes, they mesmerize me, and your tail moves so gracefully. I know it's sad to lose, but your kisses are so potent that I'm lying here with no breath left to use. kiss is all so potent that I'm lying here with no breath left to use.
I'd like to bring it down for just a moment, if I may. What am I saying? Of course I may. I'm DJ SHRIEKZ for fucking out loud. I can do whatever I damn well please. Don't like it? Well, make your own. That's right, make your own radio station and belt out the hits for all eternity. See how well you do. Trust me, I make this look easy. Let's hear what's going on down at Curtis Ella's American Circus.
Swallows you down. All the light from the moon and the stars will be drowned. And when the light in your eyes flickers and fades away, you'll find that it's too late, because when the lights go out, they stay. This light that you're seeing by is a thread from the devil's loom, 'cause he sows his world up in fire, and I really don't care who you are. You'll stand before him blackened and burned, and he can't tell the skin from the scar. When your skin turns to ash and falls away in the wind, and your heart clenches in regret for all the sin that you've sinned, and the swarm of dust mites that fill the air will cloud the sun from your sight, and the dust and the ash will grow less every day, and all your days will be night. Oh! The moon and the stars will grow brighter, and the blindness in your eyes will fade away, and the fire will grow paler, and the black will melt away, and the decay, and that which is not will certainly be. When there's two of us instead of only me.
So, I've been hearing a lot of talk about town lately. Apparently there's some corpsey old hopeful out there making some pretty big waves in the nightmare fishing tournament. Some of the ghouls are even thinking he might just win the grand prize. Can't say I blame him for trying. A return to the land of the living sounds pretty good after a millennia of boiling down in these wretched sorrow pits. To our resurrection seekers out there, I dedicate this next track to you. May you keep reaching, as futile as it has been proven to be again and again, for that ticket to anywhere but here.
It's beautiful world. It's been locked my parents and priests. They made me tired, but somehow we live here. Sparkle or flash, every man standing on another man's back. Let's be calm to on at the changing of the avant. Nothing in this wall, no, 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 no. Nothing in this wall, no, 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 is beautiful. Anywhere I fall. We're all on TV, it's walls of skills. We in this figure, line to you. The program's an ending, the channel's on change. Like you retired to an earlier grade. Let's be a call to walk at the changing of the avant. Nothing in this wall, no, 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 no. Nothing in this wall, no, 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 is beautiful. Anywhere I fall.
Those listeners out there who found that last dedication too sugary, allow me to introduce this next track, a personal favorite of mine. Just a friendly reminder this world, and every other for that matter, is filled with sicko degenerates who will use and abuse you at the slightest provocation. And God bless them for it. This is Human Wine, coming at ya.
They crawl from the mouth and then fall to the ground out of sight. They burgle the heart of the child and fall them to sleep by feeding them lies like a pill promising it's alright. But never so broke is this newly sick joke. Delusions are spoiling the air that we breathe. And now it's time to draw the line between the things we hold light we've taken as gift, and the things deep inside we once knew. In So keep their pill tucked under your tongue till they leave. Sizz it out quickly and rub the spit on your sleeve. Feeling your way out of bed in the dark, there's no light. Crawl out of bed even in your night clothes and meet us outside where the sky greets the road. 'Cause now it's time to draw the line between the things we hold up to this light we've taken as gift, and the things deep inside we once knew. In my throat is rushed in my stomach and sent out a jolt. I now have a number in place of my name, a guaranteed role in this new world game.
They show me my friends and who I should hurt, tossing up freedoms to keep us all safe.
For $19.95, you can get 20% more Freedom brand.
Wake up, wake up,
don't swallow that pill.
Wake up,
wake up,
your fear will kill. The thieves are crawling through the night, they're here to twist your pulse and say, wake up, wake up, they're in your head. Unless we open our eyes tonight, we'll end up dead. What's the thing about Ward Lodge?
And how about the way they put them in charge?
The large in charge will run the untried, denying the choices of you and I. Wake up! Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake up, don't swallow the pill. Wake up, wake up, your fear will kill. Wake up, wake
Hey, pretty creepy stuff, wouldn't you say? Just the way I like it. This next one goes out to all the listeners who like their angels like they like their children. In cages!
It's a lovely show with fire and explosions. We are sure that you will all be charmed to death. Starting with the clowns that we put in charge of the cannons and the heavy guns. Don't worry, they're just having fun. Come see angels in cages. We keep them here so they can never interfere. Step on in, see angels angels in cages, and please don't fear. We promise we will let them out of here. La 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 la. Now the dancing pig will take all your money and snort and squeal laugh the whole way to the bank. A master of disguise and deception, he's a veteran. His system is so well designed, it's guaranteed to blow your mind. Such a clever little swine. Come see angels in cages, we keep them here so they can never interfere. Step on in, see angels in cages, and please don't fear. We promise we will never let them out. Now you're looking for help, but no one can help. So you want to be saved. Come see demons in charge. They stole the show. Don't tell us that you didn't know. This is it. The devil's in charge. Don't be mad. You know they want it fair and square. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. There's still time if you find the key. You can change the world.
Angels in Cages. What a classic! Here's another classic from the group called Voltaire. An uplifting tune about a serial killer who's sick of playing by other people's rules. This is the Straight Razor Cabaret, coming your way. Don't say I didn't warn you.
In a cafe on the Champs-Élysées, I saw a girl the other day. I was beguiled till I saw her smile. It was a gash across her face. Not long ago she found that she was alone, so she wandered into a vaudeville show. She should have known it'd be bad. She saw the name that it had, the Straight Razor Cabaret. The first act was a stripper, and the host looked like Jack the Ripper. But the audience was dreary, so he slashed them smiles from ear to ear. He used a straight razor, cause he's a face raper, and there's nothing he hates more than a stick in the mud. If he tells a joke, you better laugh until you choke at the Straight Razor Cabaret. When I went down to Camden Town, I saw a man reading a Bible. I won't in haste describe his face, for I might be sued for libel. Not long ago he found that he was alone, so he wandered into the vaudeville show. He should have known he'd be maimed when he discovered the name, the Straight Razor Cabaret. While his trumpet stroked a donkey, the host juggled 5 dead monkeys. a knife right to their guts. He's the straight razor, cause he's a face raper. And there's nothing he hates more than a stick in the mud. If he does a trick, you better laugh until you're sick at the straight razor cabaret. La 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 la.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything more arousing? You know, when I was a kid and my skin wasn't filled to bursting with maggots, I can remember playing all sorts of senseless, dumbass games with the other children. If you're anything like me, you will appreciate this next one. This is Hot Potato by Circus Contraption.
Potato with a hand grenade, shaking like a leaf on a tree. You can see me blow myself to smithereens. Oh look, it's raining pieces of me. Oh look, up in the sky, it's all about the size of Texas. Oh fuck, it's the end of the world, and don't you come a-crawling to me. Mother Nature, and she's gonna get pissed. She don't always act like a lady. She's the one who handed you the gift of life, and she could always take it away. Oh look, up in the sky, it's all about the size of Texas. Oh fuck, it's the end of the world, and don't you come a-crawling to me. God is made of balsa wood and porcelain. I think I'm gonna puke in the sink. I need another shot of dextromethorphan. Take a break from having to think. Oh, look up in the sky. It's all about the size of Texas. Oh, fuck, it's the end of the world. And don't you come a-crawling to me. Come a-growling to me.
Feel free to come crawling back to me anytime, loyal listeners. It's me, DJ SHRIEKZ here. Same damned place, same damned channel, offering up the greatest hits this end of the gravedigger's shovel. You know, down here in the underworld, death is quite the hot topic. Why, these days it seems like just about anyone who's anyone is trying to turn back the hands of time. To those of you trying your putrid, rotten mitts at the Nightmare Fishing Tournament, let me play a little song that might just bring you back down to earth and bury you under it.
Cypress trees bear witness in the crimson light to the first murder. Death blues, death blues. Well, leg guitar, 3 chords to a young man who lost his wife. It went something like death blues, death blues. In Bogota you can hear them scream death blues. In the fields they holler in pain. Death blues. And then they whistle the same old tune. Death blues, death blues. Death blues. Abraham sang it and David to Ruth, and Anna taught the little ones that first tune. The day will come when St. John's vision will come true. The trumpets will sound. Oh, what will we hear? Death blues. Death blues. Yes, death blues. Death blues. Noah's still waiting for another flood, and the king's hands are still stinking from all that blood. The kingdom is as rotten as the sea is blue, and wherever you turn, you'll see death too. Death blues,
dead blues, dead blues, dead blues, oh, dead blues, dead blues, dead blues, dead blues.
You know, I'm not sure what the last song was getting at about the sea being blue. Last I've checked, it looks pretty red to me. Blood red, in fact. But you don't have to tell those unfortunate souls out there participating in the Nightmare Fishing Tournament. Thanks to that wily old shop reaper, there's no shortage of morsels for the denizens of the deep to munch on. Just what is that turnover rate these days, huh, Reapy? Ah, hell, I guess I didn't expect much in the way of an answer. Trade secrets, after all. This next bit is by a band called Devil Makes 3. Catchy name, that is.
I wanna tell you a story. Ain't got no characters in it but me. I wanna sing you a sad song. Most of it I don't expect you to believe. It starts off just a whiskey and wine, on some miles of travel and some real good times. But it ends in a dark corridor where there ain't no windows and there ain't no doors. Well, that's me, just a drinking off this bottle and a drifting out to sea. Oh, that's me, just a sitting here staring and a shaking like a leaf. Oh, that's me, just a leaning on my shovel in this graveyard of dreams. Oh, that's me, just a leaning on my shovel in this graveyard of dreams. I wanna take you to a shipwreck 1,000 miles underneath the Black Sea. It looks like everybody's sleeping, but look close, they are dead indeed. I wanna lead you to an armchair deep back in the files of my mind. I wanna sit you in a candle's light where I've been spending all of my time. Well, that's me, just a drinking off this bottle. Is it drinking off of me? Now that's me, just a sitting here staring and a shaking like a leaf. Oh, that's me, just a leaning on my shovel in this graveyard of dreams. Yeah, that's me, just a leaning on my shovel in this graveyard of dreams.
Got just the thing for that old-timey feel that's been bugging ya. This will scratch the itch.
Laces on his ribcage, a harpoon's a barber's egg, abandoned like a boathouse full of water, kept from sinking by its tied on to the harbor. Like a willow spilling downward, or a hand of holy water, his back bent like a reed against the storm. He shrank until he wasn't there at all. Tell us what you saw, John. Drinking warm wood water from a brandy glass, oh John. Won't you tell us what you saw?
So beef, the bright red eyes, eyes so bright as lips so sound. So beef, towing wide as water towers high. I swear that's what I saw.
His tired eyes and narrow, sullen, sunken, lined in shadow, like a flower bending to a setting sun. John wondered if his time had finally come. His good old veins had hardened ever since the drinking started. Life had been quite passing slow. John sought to leave his mark upon the hall. Tell us what you saw, John. Clutching a pen in your trembling hand, oh John. Won't you tell us what you saw?
So beast, with 7 heads, a head for every emperor on. So beast, with a crown of thorns and chandelier jaws. I swear that's what I saw.
DJ SHRIEKZ here, and you know, I've been bringing you all the best macabre hits. But all this time, I regret to admit that when it comes to music, I'm always the bridesmaid, never the bride. That is to say, while I know a decent track from a dumpster fire, I couldn't strike a note to save my worthless hide. However, if I were musically inclined, I do believe my instrument of choice would be the old wrist violin. Our old pals over at Egress know what I'm talking about.
Every night he climbs the tower, sees your face on every dollar. He takes the dirt right back and under your feet, oh my. Every night he climbs your dollar, sees your face upon the tower. He takes the dirt right out from under your feet, oh my. As your fingers glide across my veins, they string your violin, thread them through the bow. Every time you play, I feel you scratching. Oh, oh. Pack my body into your rosin, and la 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 lay through your strings. Then I'll da 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 die again. Your face for every dollar, to your death, right off the tower. Play the skins like you have never been wrong before. An earthquake, destroy the tower. I play accordion for all your dollars, and we're back to scratching your violin. As your
your fingers gliding across my veins. They string a violin, thread them through the bow. Every time I play a feel scratching the oh. Pack my body into your rosin, and I la live through your strings. Then I die again. And I lie to my friends. And oh live through your strings.
They say the only thing better than roses on your piano are tulips on your organ. Well, castrate all the plants you like, but my money will always be on Sugar in My Coffin.
One, two, 3, 4. Just to keep the boys in line. You ain't a-busting up my place like you did last time. The drinks are getting weaker with every round they serve. The way they keep us sober, man, it's getting on my nerves. So when I'm dead and gone, I want some sugar in my coffin. Well, I said if I've gotta go, I want some sugar in my coffin. Oh no, there ain't no Elvis Presley from the waist down, or else I ain't learned nothing from TV. Well, he's shaking like an animal, point that camera where I said we need this white boy going crazy like a hole in the head. So when I'm dead and gone, I want some sugar in my coffin. Well, I said if I've gotta go, I want some sugar in my coffin. Well, I want sugar in my coffin, I want to cut the bitter taste, but they hide it in your money, and there's cameras every place. I've been living with it just about as long as I can face. So if I've gotta go, I want some sugar in my coffin. I want some sugar in my coffin. In the White House yesterday, and the President Lincoln lost his mind. Well, they caught him in the graveyard, digging in the mud. That's the father of our nation with a sickness in his blood. So won't you listen to me, mister? I want some sugar in my coffin. Well, I said if I really gotta go, I want some sugar in my coffin. I want sugar in my coffin, I want to cut the bitter taste, but the president's a liar, the country's falling in disgrace. If they're ever coming clean, they ain't got no time to waste. So if I've got to go, I want some sugar in my coffin. I want some sugar in my coffin. Some sugar, mister. I want some sugar, mister. I want some sugar in my coffin.